Hey folks, Lucas here with Coldwell Banker RMR Real Estate and the Ballahhood Group. I'm with you today just to record our 2022 year in review. Now, we saw a lot of changes in our marketplace here, but this is not to say we are alone in this endeavor. We saw supply chain challenges over the course of the last couple of years. We've seen a lot of increase in the energy costs and our costs of daily living as a result of, inflation rising like crazy. We saw the European conflict in Ukraine causing a lot of challenges as well and contributing to that inflationary rate. Speaking of inflation, between 2018 and 21, inflation ranged between 1 and 3%. In 2022, inflation peaked at 8.1%, and as of October, anyways, it was down to 6.9. So, with that, we're going to continue to see rising interest rates from the Bank of Canada. We should expect to see another one at the end of January here as well. Interest rates have increased from 0.25% up to 4.25% as an overnight lending rate. That's 7 consecutive rate increases over the course of the calendar year. So fingers crossed that things slow down here soon, but I'm expecting at least another quarter point jump of interest rates at the end of January. Now, we did see that, or we do know, excuse me, that interest rates are a lagging indicator of, consumer confidence and those kind of things. And it takes, 60 to 90 days for those new rates to really hit the market. For example, the first rate increase of the year was in February last year. And at that point in time, the average price in Durham region was $1,228,000. Excuse me as I knock over the computer here. Fast forward 3 months later, the average sale price for the first time in the year drops below $1 million. That was in May, and that was an 18% decline in the average sale price. I think we were at $895 at that point in time. So obviously it does, every increase does cause downward pressure on pricing, but it takes a couple of months for those things to take effect. We did see a big jump in rates, a whole percentage point in June. And since then, the prices in July have hovered right around $900,000, coming up until just recently in December, where our average price in the region hit $874,000. So, that pressure is likely to continue as rates increase. Overall, the average sale price for the course of the year in 2022 was $1,024,000, up about 10.6% from that same average, overall average price in 2021, where the average was $925. So that's an interesting stat when you look at it that way. The average price, though, in December of 21 was $1,033,000, which, fast forward, as I just said, to 874 this past December. That's a decline of 15% year over year. So we are seeing that interest rates are having an effect on our market, of course, but sales activity has dropped year over year. We had 14,717 sales in 2021, just in Durham region alone. It went below 10,000 in 22 at 9,875 properties actually sold. So a 33% drop year over year. So as a result of rising costs, there's fewer buyers in the market. It's not to say that there's no inventory out there. It definitely is and was, even 2021, early 22. There was inventory. There was just a lot of people out there trying to buy it. And that's why we saw prices go bonkers as we did. So, looking at that average sale price, it has come down since the summertime, but we're hovering around that $900,000 mark. Our sales per month have dropped below 1,000 since that May time period I referenced. And over the summer, they've slowly been declining ever since. And that's just a result of people being priced out of the market. Now, inventory does look like it's rising in terms of what's available on the market, but about a third of our marketplace is represented by properties that are being regularly, or let's say they're being relisted. They're not achieving a certain list price or price point from the market, and they're canceling the listing, putting it back up at a different number. Sometimes we are seeing properties that are going up and down depending on the strategy that they're trying to employ there. So if housing were to stay at its current level, buyers are certainly waiting for more favorable interest rates to come into the market later this year. Fingers crossed that sooner than later, as we see things start moving again. But Canada's expecting about 200,000 immigrants to arrive this year, which you can bet is going to have an impact on home values as these people come and look for a place to live in some of our larger city centers. We've looked at it in the past. Durham Region is one of the fastest growing communities in Canada. Oshawa specifically, as a matter of fact. So, we should see prices go back up, but if the borrowing costs stay where they are, that could create some challenges for everyone in our market. Whether you've been in Canada for 6 years, 60 years, or 6 weeks, it's going to be a challenge, and in terms of affordability. So, with that all being said here, I hope everybody has a wonderful start to 2023. If you have any questions for us whatsoever, please feel free to reach out to us directly, and have yourselves a great rest of your week. So, until next time, bye for now.